Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am going to be starting with a reading vlog, so I am just going to let you know what I am reading currently. My first book is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is a reread for me. Winter just reminds me of Harry Potter and being at Hogwarts and going to Hogsmeade and all the shenanigans the Golden Trio gets into, so I really wanted to reread it this winter. And as I've been reading the books, I've been watching the corresponding movie with it, which has been really fun. I'm not very far in yet, and I'm on page 152, so I'll be reading this week. And then my other book that I'm reading is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I'm reading this one for Books with Chloe's Patreon book club, so this is also a reread for me. Again, I'm about a third of the way through. I'm on page 190. This is one of my favorite books of all time, so it's really fun to reread it. This is my third time reading it. And then also this week, I will be reading Shrill by Lindy West. My coworkers started a book club, and this was our first pick for, it'll be March. Our book club meeting is March 12th, so I got this to read for that as well. So I'll be picking this up later this week too. Hi everyone, I am just checking in to update my reading for today. I read quite a bit in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I think I read over 100 pages in this one. I am on page 311, chapter 16. So I've read over 100 pages in this today. I've really been enjoying my reread of Harry Potter, and this is my favorite book in the series, so just really enjoying it and feeling all the feels. And then I only read a little bit in Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I read about 30 pages, just a couple of chapters. So I am on page 224. This is such a magical and whimsical story, and being in this world again with these characters is just so nice. But that is all I have for today. I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hi everyone, just checking in. It's been a few days since my last update, and I have several things to update you on. The first is I finished my reread of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I just love this story so much. This is my favorite book in the series. I've watched Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 movie, but I haven't watched Part 2 yet. I plan on doing that this weekend, but this reread was amazing. It was really fun listening to the audiobook. I definitely recommend the audiobook. I also managed to read First Frost by Sarah Addison Allen in one day, actually. It's a pretty short book. It's just under 300 pages. It's a sequel to the book Garden Spells by her, which is about this family, the Waverleys, and their sassy magical apple tree. And each of the Waverly women have some sort of special gift or some kind of magical gift. So I read that. It's following some of the same characters from Garden Spells. It's just set several years in the future for them. And it was really good. It's a really fun read, very cute. I am also almost finished with Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I've got about 100 pages left. I'm on chapter 53, so I have 100 pages left, which I am hoping to finish tonight. And then once I finish this, I will move on to Muse of Nightmares. So next on audiobook, I'm going to be picking up Shrill by Lindy West. I just got the audiobook from my library on my Libby app today, so I'll be starting that. It's only going to take about 3 hours. I listen at about a 2 times speed, and it's like a 6-ish hour audiobook. So it shouldn't take me that long to read this, but I will be picking this up as soon as I finish Strange the Dreamer. And also this weekend, I plan on picking up Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. I am super excited to dive into this book. I know that it's kind of like a dark, whimsical, eerie mystery kind of. I don't really know what it's about. Just those buzzwords have me excited about it. I know that there's a river and there's girls that go missing and they're just trying to find out what's going on. That's all I really know about it. I'm just really excited to read it and find out more. Kind of like going into these kinds of books not really knowing all that much. It just seemed very intriguing and I'm excited to pick this up. Hi, just checking in to say I finished Strange the Dreamer tonight. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. I can't wait to dive into the second book. I've only read that one once, so I don't remember a whole lot. So I'm looking forward to picking up Muse of Nightmares soon. Alright, just checking in before I go to bed for the night. I'm already in my llama pajamas. But I did start Shrill by Lindy West. I started the audiobook, which is narrated by her. So far, I'm about 50 pages in. I'm not loving the writing style of this book. The humor or the overused analogies and stuff is just not my cup of tea. However, I do really like the message and the things that she is saying. So that is fun to read. I'm hoping that the more I get into it, the more I start to like it. Good morning, everybody. Quick update. I have read some more of Shrill by Lindy West. I've passed the 150-page mark. I'm at about page 160 now. I am enjoying it. There's just sometimes some of the jokes that are just not my taste, but there are some that I find really funny. But I am enjoying it. I enjoy the message. And I have about 100 pages left of this. I'm setting it down for today and I will pick it back up again tomorrow. I just got out of the shower and we are going to make some lunch and go for a walk. It is a very, very nice day outside today. So we're gonna go for a little walk and then when we get back, we're going to watch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And then after that, I'll have some time to read and I plan on picking up Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. I'm not that far in. I'm only 2 chapters in. I think that's like 29 pages or something like that. I hope to get a little farther in this today. So I will take you all along when we go for our walk. Okay, we just finished watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, so now I am going to pick up my book, Once Upon a River, as well as do a face mask. This is a jade sheet mask to balance the mind and soothe the skin. So I'm going to put this on, get comfy on the couch, and read. All right, I finally passed the 100-page mark in Once Upon a River. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really getting sucked into the mystery. The story starts at this inn where people come to hear stories from the inn owner's husband. And this man bursts into the door carrying this small child, and he passes out. He's all beat up and stuff. And all the people in the inn are like rushed to help him, and they realize that the small child that he was carrying is dead. So they call the nurse in, she helps the man, whatever, who's knocked out, and then she goes to like check over this little girl's body. And as she's doing that, the little girl wakes up and she carries her back out. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is some kind of miracle. So they all leave then and begin telling the story. And the book follows all these people that live along this river. And it tells their story of how they're somehow connected to the river, but you don't know how the stories connect together. So that's part of the mystery as well. You hear all these stories, but you don't know how they're all going to be connected. I can't wait to pick it up again and find out more of the mystery. All right, just checking in. I finished Shrill by Lindy West. I did like it. I did end up liking it. I really like the points that she was making throughout the book and how strong and outspoken she is. However, there were some points, especially at the beginning of the book, where the humor was just a miss for me. But overall, I did really enjoy this book and I definitely recommend it. Also today, I started Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I've only read this book once, so I don't remember everything. I remember a little bit, but it's just nice to kind of refresh and continue the story from Strange the Dreamer. So for the rest of the night, I'll just be picking up Once Upon a River and hopefully get a little bit farther in this. But that is my update for now. I'll check in later. Hi everyone, just checking in. I am going to go see Birds of Prey tonight. I am super excited. I am a huge Harley Quinn fan. So I really like Harley Quinn, especially any story with her not with the Joker. Hey everyone, it is the next day. I went and saw Birds of Prey last night. It was really good. I really liked it. Like I said before, I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan, so I really enjoyed the movie. Sorry, Ellie's sneezing. It wasn't the best thing ever. Like, it's not going to be my favorite movie or anything like that, but it was really fun to watch and just to see her character. I am a huge mood reader, so after watching that, I definitely want to pick up the Birds of Prey graphic novel. I know, so if you can see on the cover, like basically this is Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn, and then the other characters, like in actresses, like it looks like the Black Canary from the movie. So I don't know if this is the graphic novelization form of the movie or if it's just like bonus stories following the characters from the movie. But I am going to pick this up. I'm going to try to read this today. It's not too long. It shouldn't take me that long to get through that. And then I also have Mad Love by Paul Dini and Pat Cadigan. This is just a novel of Harley Quinn's origin story, I think. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just picked it up because it's Harley Quinn and I'm in the mood for some Harley Quinn. I will pick this up after I finish the graphic novel. And then just an update on my other books I'm reading. I'm about 150 pages into Muse of Nightmares. And like I said before, it's just nice to kind of refresh with this story since I don't remember everything about it. I am, as I read, like, oh yeah, I remember this happening. So this has been really fun. I haven't picked up Once Upon a River again, but I'll probably read more of that this weekend. So I finished Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey graphic novel. It was not the graphic novelization of the movie. It was bits and pieces of other comic series following the characters from the movie. So it wasn't actually like a story. It was just like, here's a random Harley Quinn story. Here's a random Black Canary story. Following the main like 7 or 8 characters, I think. So it was kind of disjointed. I didn't really care for this. I would rather have read like an actual story instead of just bits and pieces of other stories. So I think this is something that you can skip if it did interest you. Hello again. So I decided to start Mad Love by Paul Dini and Pat Cadigan tonight. I was reading some reviews, and I guess I didn't realize that this book is based off of a Batman episode called Mad Love, where it is like a very brief version of Harley's origin story. So like how she met the Joker, how she turned from being a psychiatrist to being who we know as Harley Quinn. So I actually looked up that episode and watched it, and then I started this. I only read the first chapter, but I am looking forward to seeing more of Harley's childhood and the events that led her to meeting the Joker and turning from Dr. Harleen Quinzel to turning into Harley Quinn. So I am a little bit nervous because I really don't like the Joker, and I really hate the relationship that Harley has with him and how toxic it is. I just don't feel like that's something that I want to read about. So I am a little nervous going into this, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ellie, who's go puppy? Huh? Who's go puppy? Who's mommy's go puppy? Who's mommy's go puppy? Hey everybody! So Ellie and I have the place to ourselves this weekend. Well, tonight and into tomorrow. So we have the whole night to ourselves tonight. So it's the perfect night. She's freaking out. It's the perfect night to cuddle up and read. I might take a bubble bath later. I've got some candles lit, and I am excited to just spend my whole night reading. So just to update on what I am going to be reading tonight, I have Muse of Nightmares here. I am 330 pages in, so I still have quite a chunk to go yet. I will be picking this up on audiobook. I have some chores to do tonight, so I might listen to this while I do some cleaning around the apartment. And then my main focus for the night is Mad Love. This is the last book I have on my February TBR that I haven't read yet, and I have today and tomorrow to read it. So I'm hoping to make a huge dent in this tonight. I'm not super far in. I'm about 76 pages in, so I have all of this to read yet. It's not impossible. I can definitely do that, but it's gonna take some focus to get this done in the time I have today and tomorrow, because I am hanging out with one of my best friends tomorrow, so that I won't be reading when I'm with her. So but this is my main focus for tonight. So if I can make a huge dent in this tonight, I will be pretty happy. All right, so I will check in later tonight when I have got some reading done. Okay, so I just got to this part where Harley meets Poison Ivy for the first time, at least in this version of the story. So she meets Poison Ivy. She's a therapist at Arkham, and Poison Ivy's a patient there. And their whole interaction is just so funny, because like I read the graphic novels and I've read comics and whatever, and like I totally ship Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Like, oh my god, they're so cute. But reading about like before they become friends, and it's kind of adorable. Like there's a part where Harley's getting, I don't know, attacked by the other patients, and it was Poison Ivy who kind of led the breakout kind of, and Poison Ivy stops the other patients from hurting Harley. And one of the other doctors says, Pamela Iley loathes and despises all of humanity, singly and as a species, but apparently she loathes and despises you less than everyone else. quite a lot less. Oh, that's just my heart. They're just so cute. Okay, so I'm at the 150 page mark of Mad Love. So the story starts with Harley when she is a little girl. She's 7 and she goes to Coney Island with her dad, and he gets beat up by a couple of thugs. And so she gets the police to come, and they don't really care because her dad is a con man. So instead they arrest him and don't actually help with the fact that he was just beat up. So Harley starts to not trust the police and the justice system. So that seed is planted very early. And then we follow her through college and her becoming a psychiatrist and her first few days at Arkham Asylum. So before I started this, I was a little worried that it was mainly going to be like the Harley Joker love story and how twisted the Joker is and how he manipulates Harley into falling in love with him. But so far, that has not been the case. So far, it's been mainly centered on Harley and her story and how these little seeds have been planted for her not trusting the police, not trusting the justice system. She's also got a problem with Batman. So you could see how it would be easy to manipulate her thoughts and what she's already thinking into becoming a criminal herself. So I'm really liking learning more of Harley's backstory and her life before the Joker. Now we've gotten to the part where she receives the rose from the Joker. And so obviously the story is going to follow Harley and the Joker and their dynamic together. But I'm eager for more. So now I think I'm going to run myself a bubble bath and light some candles and go read in the bath. Hey everyone, just wanted to check in before I go to bed for the night. I made it to the 200 page mark in Mad Love. We're starting to see more of Harley developing feelings for the Joker and her thought process as she does, and how she's kind of rationalizing falling for this psycho criminal. And the Joker is just being super manipulative and playing on her feelings. And we all know where that's going to lead. So yeah, I will pick this up tomorrow. I've got about 130 pages left to finish it, so I think I can finish it tomorrow. But for tonight, I am going to put this down and I will pick it back up tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Just popping in to say that I am going to be picking up Mad Love this morning before I go hang out with my friend. So I'm going to try to get a little chunk of this read before I go, and then I'll have time when I come back to hopefully finish it. I've got like 130 pages left, so I'm going to try to read about 60-ish now, and then I'll have about 60-ish, 70-ish when I get home, so I'm hoping I can finish that. And then I'll also be listening to the audiobook of Muse of Nightmares. I have about a half-hour drive to get to my friend's place, so I'll have that. I'll have an hour total to listen to this, and since I listen to it at a 2x speed, I'll cover about 2 hours of the audiobook. So I will be pretty close to finishing this then after that, and then I'm hoping I can finish this tonight after I finish Mad Love. Hey everybody, I am back from hanging out with my friend, so now I am going to read for the night. We actually went to Barnes & Noble and Goodwill today, so I picked up a couple books. I found I Am Malala at Goodwill for $5, and this is on my must-read in 2020 list, so I picked this up. And then at Barnes & Noble, I picked up I Have No Secrets by Penny Jolson. So now I am going to get some reading done. I listened to Muse of Nightmares while I was driving, so I have about 50 minutes left of that. And then I have about 60 pages left in Mad Love, which is what I'm going to start reading now. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'll finish listening to Muse of Nightmares, and then I'll check back in. Hey everyone, just updating that I finished both books tonight. So I finished Mad Love by Paul Dini and Pat Cadigan. I gave this 4 stars. I really liked this. I liked seeing Harley's childhood and her being a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum and meeting the Joker and how their relationship kind of started. I also enjoyed seeing Harley as a psychiatrist and being in her head for most of it and seeing her story instead of her and the Joker's story, which is what it typically is. I really like just knowing about Harley and this kind of how the Joker was a part of her story and not the other way around. And then I finished Muse of Nightmares for the second time. I actually am going to change my rating on this. The first time I read it, I gave it 4 stars. This time I'm giving it 5 stars. This was amazing. I've read Laini Taylor's The Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, and I didn't realize the first time through like all the little Easter eggs that came from that series. So that was pretty cool to like actually notice that this time through. And just knowing what the mystery was from the first one about the gods, the Mizarthium, and actually getting the answers to that is very satisfying. So 5 out of 5 stars for this one. So that is going to be it for this reading vlog. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.